Tensions are running high as MobLand approaches the finish line. Bella has finally sealed her agreement with Antoine, Tattersall is occupied with blackmailing Alice, and Kevin is out for blood. The title of Episode 9, Beggar's Banquet, may be eerily similar to the Rolling Stones album, but MobLand takes a darker turn than their music ever did. They embrace Maeve's firebrand energy and combine it with Harry D'Souza's cunning to make this penultimate episode a free-for-all. Everything ramps up when Alice is invited to dinner, so all bets are off. As Beggar's Banquet comes to an end, Conrad Harrigan's eyes convey a sense of resignation as well as a call to action against the authorities that would persecute him for his success, supported by a strong wife and criminal mastermind in Maeve Harrigan. As Season 1 draws to a close, it is a symbol of tenacity that has permeated this series from the beginning. Wherever audiences look in MobLand, there are well-crafted three-dimensional characters, trying their best to overcome obstacles. By combining conflicting storylines and keeping everyone guessing, Beggar's Banquet carries on that tradition. The Harrigans unleash hell. Something seems strange as the Harrigan clan gathers for their Beggar's Banquet. Between Conrad and Maeve, there is a hostile environment that is equal parts agitation and jealousy. With Jan by her side to maintain decorum, everyone is present to celebrate Alice's entry into this household. However, one small jealousy is no longer significant because there are so many rivalries vying for attention around this dinner table. As events progressively worsen, Beggar's Banquet parallels the combative tone of Fishes from The Bear Season 2. Maeve lashes out at Conrad while surrounded by an awkwardly polite group of relatives, then directs her rage elsewhere. Serafina quickly finds herself in the line of fire, opting to deflect rather than fight. Emotions are expressed through those silences rather than by loud talkers as long as tensions remain high. The fact that Harry, Jan, Gina, Alice, and Eddie are seated there diverts attention from the angry matriarch and her insane husband. Caught in the crossfire of an imploding family, this heir apparent has suddenly lost his natural arrogance, diminished by the unchecked aggression and promises of violent retribution. For audiences after some A-list character actors chewing scenery, this is the best seat in town. Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren unleash hell as the most fractious couple to ever front a crime family. At the scenes that emerge, their 10-minute outbursts make everything but the kitchen sink. Anyone who stands in their way will face divine vengeance and ungodly hellfire, and Beggar's Banquet is made all the more poignant for it. Similar to the upcoming film The Roses, which stars Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman in devastating roles, MobLand matches their hate speech and, just for good measure, adds a few gangsters. Additionally, viewers get a preview of the superb performance by Toby Jones in the role of Colin Tattersall. Harry must make a decision. In this penultimate episode, she thankfully continues to be an outside influence, but even time zones can't stop her. This series has a truly global feel because of Kat McAllister's mysterious presence in MobLand. Her goals are obvious, as this female crime boss is about to take off. She has determined that Harry D'Souza must offer her his loyalty as restitution. The price of those favors is made evident in the shortest exchange, and he is faced with a choice that carries a death sentence. The focus of this show has always been Harry D'Souza. Jan takes his job, Conrad depends on him, and everyone else is only interested in themselves. MobLand has always been seen through his eyes, dragged from pillar to post and subjected to mounting pressure. Despite the presence of Tattersall, Alice, and Kat McAllister in Beggar's Banquet, that dynamic does not change. The question that viewers must now ask themselves is how long Harry can survive before he ends his own life. With a little assistance from everyone above, including Maeve on self-destruct, the Harrigan clan is finally beginning to collapse. Following those last-minute disclosures, MobLand is about to have a seismic finale. It's impossible to doubt how Conrad and his family can turn their lives around in the presence of law enforcement, and Richie Stevenson is still out there pulling strings. Beggar's Banquet does a fantastic job of keeping those character arcs up in the air, maintaining tensions throughout MobLand, in spite of all these conflicting elements. Conrad Harrigan begins to sing as his world falls apart around him. An inspiring call to action against oppressors worldwide. They are escorted by armed police, and although they are ideologically divided and prepared to tear each other apart, Maeve soon joins him. This Irish Bonnie and Clyde remain united in their defiance even now, when everything seems lost. It reminds audiences who may think MobLand is going quietly that this show is far from finished. Beggar's Banquet is merely a prelude, and viewers should best get ready for what follows.